So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. Basically a month into the season, here in week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Stanford Cardinal. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Yellow Jackets head coach before the game. He told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's tried to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Tech's offense will have the first possession of the game. And onto the field comes Malachi Hosley. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Takes the handoff. It's Ford. Got the first down. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Right back to the well. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. The 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Warren. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got an alley. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got it, looking for the 1st down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Trying to get started. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The run inside. It's 4th. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Warren. Right down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Brown. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st. Left side, it's Brown. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Flip it out to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense.
Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation, so let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the run, it's Ford.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give. Powers through the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The give to Davis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run him again. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Warren. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it, looking for the edge. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hubs it downfield. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Wants to go up top on second down. Setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. On the run, it's Hosley. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Sets his feet. It's Mendoza. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Right side, it's Harris. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Straight ahead, it's Davis. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. He'll take a shot. Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking for room, it's Ford. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. He's looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Moves the pocket. It's Warren. Turns it upfield. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Dangerous throw on that one.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Out wide right, it's Addison. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The option, the keeper. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. He's got him in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they get through and it's blocked. That's a live ball.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half.
Ready? 1, 18, go, go!
Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Now the Cardinals decide to spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for room. It's Ford. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 3 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's USC looking to move to 4-0 on the young season, and they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline, kind of the calling card of this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game on the farm. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are out of premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll ride him again. Turning it on. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. 30, go.
Hits inside. It's 4. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop.
Ready. Go.
Push is ahead. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, and then you can go make big plays.
This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another 1st down. From the gun, it's 4. Following the play, there is a yellow jacket who is shaken up. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Warren. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that, and I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on 2nd down, they're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Ready. Check. Ready, go.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And how about this defense, man? This could be a big stand. Forcing a third down, your offense just puts you in a bad spot, right? They throw an interception. They set them up in scoring position. Now you forced a third down. Limit the damage right here. Get to the quarterback and maybe make them kick a field goal.
And he gets it away.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Rushes on. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Right at the line. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Tells the run, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Going to the run, it's 4th. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Warren. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding them to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's 4. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good.
They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. Stopped right there.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll ride Davis here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davis. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Down here on the Yellow Jackets sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second and long here. Calls his own number. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They need a huge play on third and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
Man, an almost disaster again for the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house.
Here we go. Ready?
The give to Davis. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Third and 3.
Ready? Wide 53. Wide 53. Wide, and he go.
Burrowing for yardage. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The give as they work on that clock. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some...
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll ride Davis here. They were all over it. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Powers inside. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team.